Hey, beautiful. I think this is the last one before I go hop in the shower, get clean. So let me cut down to the final part. He got angry with me because we were talking to a girl that is 25 in Louisiana on MySpace who was talking about love living in a teepee or living secluded, living have a generator, have her video games, and a little wall tent. She makes a comment the other day and she says, "This tent is cute. This one is perfect size. It's got a little wood stove in it." And the previous one she posted, which took 4 days for MySpace to register, my system is, "Ooh, this is a tent, but it's way too big." It was one of those army tents that was like 400 feet long. She's like, "Too big, you don't need that big." She said, "This one's cute." And I'm like, in my tent's pictures. So I made a joke. "Would you like me to secure this one for you?" And she writes in one comment today something, you can find the comment anyways on my comments page. Beautiful. She writes something like, "Yeah, a little truck wouldn't be too bad to go in and get supplies, Well, I was doing some research last night through Truck Trader and a few other places. I found out you can get army trucks dirt cheap. Hoo-ha! Woo! Now that would kick ass. Driving a 6x6 down the road, seeing armadillo. Those stupid things stay in the road. You can run them over. Same with Gila monsters. You wouldn't even have to get out and scrape them off the tires." And those trucks are durable. You got a 2.5 and 5-ton deuce. I'd get a 5-tonner turbo diesel. But anyways, we were talking about that, and I made the comment before I changed my mood. I said, yeah, I was looking into an army truck, hoo-ha is what I typed, she won't get it for a few days, and because she's not on all the time. Apparently she cut out her internet because of the bill or something. But anyway, she's my number one friend, right? Well, I was like number 10 or number 12 or something on her MySpace. She put me down to like number 8, then number 10, then number 12, then 10, then 8, then 12 again, and it's something like that or something. Just took me completely off, and I was like, why am I not on her friends list? So one of the things I made a joke about with my tongue out is I said, "Would you like me to secure this little cute tent for you so you can be in Texas too?" And she says, "That cute little tent would be sufficient for me." Something like that in the comment, But Aaron's like, "I think I'm gonna ask her to be friends and have a word with her, and why you're not on her friends list." I said, "Don't do that. She might just get really PO'd." He's like, "Oh, well, if that happens, that happens." And, and he's like, "I'm curious about that as well as I'm curious about a few other things." She says she doesn't smoke cigars. Then she says she smokes rum cigars. Then she said she doesn't smoke pipes. Then she says she smokes rum tobacco, even though she's never heard of the rum tobacco. He said, "Something ain't right with this girl. I think she's playing mind games or under 18 or something." So that's what he was saying, and he was not happy about it, gorgeous. So I was like, "Let it go," is what I said. He's like, "Well, don't supply her a tent." I made the joke because, there's one other thing I said to her and it never got... Oh, yeah, she goes, "So the tent's for one of my movies I made in MySpace." She goes, "So the tent's for, temporarily till you get a little cabin built with the materials." I said, "Yes." She says, "That's cool. Simple little cabin would be great, and it can hold my video games." So I said, "Did you make a typo?" I said, "You said I have the cabin and it holds your video games. It doesn't say it holds my video games. It says it'll be great to hold her video games." When I asked about it, never got back to that one on it. It was like she just ignored it. So Aaron says, "She's a player." That's what Aaron said. And I said, "I don't like players." Aaron says, "You've only had 2 relationships." He says, "One's me and one's the other one, Other than that, he says, "You know people that play others, but, but, So, being learning disabled, it's kind of hard, you know. When I see a pretty girl, it's like, ooh, pretty girl, but I don't usually go to that direction or that direction. Usually I know they're taken, so it's like, you know, there's one girl I did say in MySpace that there are two girls that they were very attractive, you know, and basically it was like no reply back. And it was like they were telling me because they're tranny, basically, you're more attractive than them, beautiful, but them two, it was like the finger, fuck you, you know, go away. It's what, you know. Aaron said people like that should be removed from the top friends list. So I removed them. Of course, I'm thinking of removing my #1 friend and putting you in #1. As Captain Picard would say, I'm getting ready to retire that #1 and put you in charge, #1. And then you can one day be on the USS Titan. #1. But, you see, my #1 data blew up, so I have to have a new #1. I'm a Star Trek nut. So, anyways, like I said, this movie is the final one. I'll upload it and then I'll go take a shower. And Aaron will probably be back later, you know. He's like, I'll be doing what I need to. Or he'll probably stay down there all day just to piss me off. He does that because he knows there's certain things that need to be done. I was talking to him about a couple simple game reviews to get done, right? He's got a spreadsheet set up for it. I said, these ones and RPGs should be done. He goes, yeah, that's true. We didn't do those. I said, these ones are all done. I said, we played them all. And he said, oh, true. I said, that's simple. We got this one, and I said, we got first-person shooters to go through, and these, and 3 RPGs. That's it. I said, the rest, we played them all. We don't need to review those. He's like, oh, good point. Then I said, the music box things, all you do is go into the classical section, do this, this, and this. He says, oh, that Excel sheet would take me 5 minutes to prep and about 10 minutes to do. I said, then why not get it done? And I know exactly what needs to be purchased eventually. Because I don't want to be pushed. If it gets done next year, it'll be fine. And besides, I'll probably end up with the music anyways. He's like, so I'll just take my time. I said, what about books? I said, I want to get some more survival books, see what others have to say about survival situation. Survival books, if it says the same, it's the same as the rest, so why buy it? Buy it. Because I like updated versions? Yeah, whatever. Useless. That's what he said, useless. Useless, beautiful. He says, I'll get to that one simple, and I said, what about the other stuff? Oh, yeah, I'd have to get the prep sheets prepared. Prep sheet would take 5 minutes, and then the rest would take probably hours. He said I could do it, but, you know, my pipes are more important. Gotta make that money so I can pay for your sex change. I told him, nah, I don't have any faith in that. And he's like, oh, you gotta have faith in me. I'm the husband. I said, you're not my husband because I'm not legally married. And I said, I'd rather have a wife. That's what I said. So, he's down at his place, like I said, and I got a shower. So, I might make you some more movies if I'm in the mood. Right now, I'm not in the mood anymore because I want my shower. Hope you enjoyed it. Pasta lasagna, and don't get any on you.